2. Listening. A. Discuss. Do you have a mobile phone? When do you use it? In this part of activity 2, the listening activity, number A, discuss. It is a discussion activity. The most important thing here is just to speak in English. Try to recycle the new vocabulary and structure that you have learned through the whole module, and try to use more English and be able to speak in English. Okay, what is the subject of this discussion? The subject is having mobile phones. Having a mobile phone. Okay, the first question, do you have a mobile phone? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. I think all of you will say yes, we have a mobile phone. Why? Because mobile phone has becoming part of our modern life. It is like an organ to us. It is like our hands, our eyes, our arms. No one can live without it. Okay, of course, every one of you having or have a mobile phone. The most important thing here, when do you use it? Okay, when do you use your mobile phone? One or many of you will say we use mobile phones all the time. That's right. Some of you have addicted to using mobile phones. It is like an addiction to them, idman. And this is, I think, a chronic disease for some people. Mobile phones are just devices to help us communicate with people far from us in certain and important moments. It is like a knife, it is like a television, it is like a car. We use it when we need it, not all the time. But mobile phones have become, I think, okay, just try to ask your classmate, ask her, do you have a mobile phone? Then she will answer yes or no. Ask her, when do you use it? Just have a discussion, ask and answer, speak with each other. Okay, let's move to part B of this activity. Listen to 4 people talking about mobile phones and match the names with the statements. There is one extra statement which you do not need to use. Let's listen to
4 people talking about mobile phones and match the names with the statements. There is one extra statement which you do not need to use.
Okay, what is the task here? What is the task here? The task here is to listen to those people and try to match these statements here with the people right here. The people on the left, match them to the statements on the right. There are 4 people, Frank, Brad, Roger and Jonathan, and there are 5 statements. That means there is one extra statement that no one has said it. Okay, just try to match them. Listen, try to understand, and try to match the statements to the people. Let's first read the statements to make sure that you understand them. Number 1, mobiles can be annoying. Mobiles can be annoying. Mobiles means mobile phones. التليفون النقالة أو التليفون المحمول can be annoying. Annoying means, I think, مضجر. يعني يسبب كثيرا من الضيق لبعض الأشخاص أو الأصحاب أو مزعج. Okay. Number B, children don't use mobile phones more than adults. الأطفال لا يستخدمون موبيل فونز أكثر من adults. مقصود به هنا الراشدين أو الكبار في السن. In the Western countries, people more than 18 years or 18 years and plus are calling adults. 18 years and less are calling just children. Okay, so adults means people from above 18 years, children people under 18 years. Okay, mobiles can be very expensive. mobiles غالي جدا، ممكن تكون غالية الثمن. Now try to listen carefully to these people while they are talking and try to understand what do they say and try to match these statements to those people. Read again the statements. A. Mobiles can be annoying. B. Children don't use mobile phones more than adults. C. Mobiles can be very expensive. D. Mobiles can be harmful to your health. E. Mobiles are helpful when you need them. The people are Frank, Brad, Roger, and Jonathan. Okay?
I've had a mobile for the past 5 years. I don't use it very often, but I have to say that I can't live without it. Having a mobile makes me feel safe. Last summer, I had a serious car accident and I needed help. My mobile saved my life.
The next one.
I bought my son Tony a mobile last month. I didn't want to buy him one though, for health reasons. But you know how children are with technology. They don't know when to stop. But it seems that I use my mobile much more. I was surprised to hear that his friends don't use their mobiles often either.
I've been a doctor for 5 years now. People sometimes come to me and tell me about headaches and earaches. The first thing I tell them to do is to use their mobiles less, as little as possible. Especially kids. Mobiles are more harmful than people realise.
I was ill last Monday, so I didn't go to work. I stayed home to relax, but my mobile just kept ringing all the time. People were calling me from work to ask me all sorts of silly questions. Since that day, I can't stand hearing my phone ring.
Okay, now, can you match these statements to the 4 people here? What did Frank say? What did Brad say? What did Roger say? And what did Jonathan say? Okay, who said mobiles can be annoying? Or who means that mobile can be annoying? Okay, who means or says or intends to say that children don't use mobile phones more than adults? Who is the man that said mobiles can be very expensive, mobiles can be harmful to your health, mobiles are helpful when you need them? Can you match these statements to those 4 people here? Do you want to listen again? Okay.
I've had a mobile for the past 5 years. I don't use it very often, but I have to say that I can't live without it. Having a mobile makes me feel safe. Last summer, I had a serious car accident and I needed help. My mobile saved my life.
Okay, do you understand? He said the last sentence that he has just said is that his mobile has saved his life. أنقذ حياته. So I think Frank is meaning to say that mobiles are very helpful when we need them. Let's move to, I think, Brad.
I bought my son Tony a mobile last month. I didn't want to buy him one though, for health reasons. But you know how children are with technology. They don't know when to stop. But it seems that I use my mobile much more. I was surprised to hear that his friends don't use their mobiles often either.
You know, he's saying that he was astonished or surprised to hear that his son friends don't use mobile often either. لا يستخدم موبايل فترات كثيرة. So he means that children don't use mobiles like adults.
I've been a doctor for 5 years now. People sometimes come to me and tell me about headaches and earaches. The first thing I tell them to do is to use their mobiles less, as little as possible. Especially kids. Mobiles are more harmful than people realise.
You know, mobiles are more harmful than people realize. So he means that mobiles can be harmful to your health. Let's move to the next one, Jonathan.
I was ill last Monday,
Jonathan?
so I didn't go to work. I stayed home to relax, but my mobile just kept ringing all the time. People were calling me from work to ask me all sorts of silly questions. Since that day, I can't stand hearing my phone ring.
He's saying that he can't stand hearing his phone ring. Can't stand means لا يتحمل. Why? Because he was sick and people are calling him all the time بكل وقت and asking him silly questions. أسئلة سخيفة. So mobiles are annoying, or mobiles are annoying. Let's. Okay. Can you now be able to fulfill the activity? Yes, right. Frank saying what? That mobiles are helpful when you need them. Mobiles are helpful when you need them. Brad saying children don't use mobile phones more than adults. Roger, he's a doctor, saying mobiles can be harmful to your health. Jonathan, yes, mobiles can be annoying. That's right. Thank you. Let's move to the next activity. 3. Speaking. This activity here, the speaking activity, is a good chance for you students to practice speaking. The most important thing about this activity is just to speak in English. He's giving you a topic, or the book is giving you a topic to talk about, to discuss your ideas with your classmates. Give your opinions, expressing your opinions, personal opinions or general aspect opinions, and then receiving others' opinions, agreeing or disagreeing with them. It is just a discussion. It is just a chance to speak. فرصة للتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية، وده أهم شيء في اللغة الإنجليزية. Let's read the question here or the activity. Talk in groups of 4. تحدث في مجموعات من 4 طالبات أو طلاب. What do you think of mobile phones? ما رأيك أو ما وجهة نظرك في التليفون النقال؟ Discuss. ناقش the positive and negative aspects. positive إيجابي، negative سلبي، aspects الجوانب. ناقش الجوانب السلبية والإيجابية للهاتف النقال of having a mobile phones. Using the ideas in the books. استخدم الأفكار اللي في الصندوق تحت هذا الصندوق. Write notes in the table. You have a table. Then you write your notes below and then use your notes. واستخدم هذه الملاحظات القصيرة بتاعتك أو المفكرات أو المذكرات to present your arguments جدالك أو نقاشك to the class للفصل. Give reasons for your answers. قدم أسباب ومبررات لإجاباتك. ما هي الأشياء أو النوتس اللي هتكلم عليه؟ السايز اللي هو حجم أو مقاس، cost الكلفة، what they are used for لماذا نستخدمهم، people's health صحة الناس، if people can become addicted ربما يصبح الناس مدمنين على هذا الشيء. addicted مدمن يعني يحب يعني يستخدم الشيء بكثرة لدرجة أنه لا يستطيع الاستغناء عنه، هذا هو الإدمان. if they can be annoying لو كانت تسبب إزعاج لبعض الأشخاص. So here you are requested, as I have told you before, to discuss the positive and negative aspects of having a mobile phones. Then you are going to do 3 things. First, you will express your personal opinions رأيك الشخصي. General point of views آراء عامة تعبر عن عامة الناس. Then agreeing with people توافق أو تتفق مع بعض الناس. And disagreeing with others وتختلف مع بعضهم الآخر. You will use I believe للتعبير عن رأيك. I disagree أنا أختلف للتعبير عن الاختلاف. You are right للتعبير عن الاتفاق. لذلك سوف أتناول هنا بشيء من التفصيل expressing opinions التعبير عن الآراء اللي هي personal point of view general point of view الرأي الشخصي والرأي العامي أو اللي يعبر عن عامة الناس أو الرأي المجتمعي. Then agreeing and disagreeing كيف تختلف وتتفق مع الآخرين. Okay. Expressing opinions التعبير عن الرأي. كيف تعبر عن رأيك. How to express your opinion. As I have told you before, we have 2 aspects here. Personal point of view وجهة نظر شخصية. General point of view وجهة نظر عام اللي تعبر عن عامة الناس، أو وجهة نظر مجتمعية زي ما بيقولوا. الناس تقول، الناس تتفق على، المجتمع يتفق على. البيرسونال adjectives تعبر عن البيرسونال بوينت اوف فيو تعبر عن in my opinion، في رأيي الشخصي. okay from my personal point of view، وجهة نظري الشخصية. I think but here people think. It is said. Okay, so let's I think know or identify how we can express personal point of view or general point of view. A personal point of view speaking for myself، بالحديث عن نفسي، الحديث أو أنا أتحدث بالأصالة عن نفسي، speaking for myself. Also I'd say that، أنا ربما أريد أن أقول أي شيء. In my opinion. Before we go on, let's use these three phrases here. Speaking for myself, I think that mobile phones are very important now. This is my point. This is my personal point of view. I would say that mobile phones have some negative aspects. لديها بعض الجوانب السلبية. In my opinion, I think that mobile phones can affect our health. ربما تؤثر على صحتنا or can affect our social relations، علاقاتنا الاجتماعية. What else can I use to express my personal point of view? I believe that, or I would like to point out that. أتمنى أو أريد أن أوضح. point out معنى يوضح. كل هذه الأشياء أستطيع استخدامها to express my personal point of view. Personally, I think that. شخصيا, I think that. So I can use speaking for myself. I would say that. In my opinion, I believe that. I would like to point out that. Personally, I think that. These, I think 6 expressions or phrases here can be used to express personal points of view of people. So you can say speaking for myself بالحديث عن نفسي, and then you will say what you think, say or express your opinions. I would say that in my opinion, I believe that. I would like to point out that person. Okay, now let's learn how or find out how we can express general point of view. Okay, we can use it's thought that, من المعتقد, it's thought that, or some people say that, بعض الناس يقولون, or it's considered that, إنه يعتبر. All these things expresses general points of view, تعبر عن الرأي الجمعي للناس. أنا لا أقول here we are using speaking for myself بالحديث عن نفسي. I would say that. أنا أقول in my opinion في رأيي, I believe that. Personally I think, أنا أرى. But here it's so that, يقولون, يعتقدون. Some people say that, بعض الناس يقولون. It's considered that, من المعتبر. أيضا it's believed that. أيضا it's generally accepted, من المقبول أو بشكل عام مقبول. And the last thing, some people think that. Here some people think that, بعض الناس يعتقدون ذلك. هنا ننتقل للتعبير how we can agree or disagree with other person's opinions, آراء الناس. كيف أعبر agree أتفق or disagree أختلف. Agreeing and disagreeing. Okay, for agreeing I can say you are absolutely right. أنت absolutely right. يعني أنت محق على طول الطريق. أيضا yes I agree. yes I agree. نعم أنا موافق. you are right. أنت على صواب. I couldn't agree more. يعني أنا متفق معك لأقصى حد. I agree with you entirely. أنا متفق معك بشكل كامل. That's true. هذا حقيقي. disagreeing للتعبير عن الاختلاف. I don't agree with you. أنا لا أتفق معك. I am not so sure about that. أنا لست متأكدا من ذلك. I am afraid I have to disagree. أنا آسف ولكني مضطر أن أختلف معك. I don't believe that. لا أصدق ذلك، لا أعتقد ذلك، لا أؤمن بذلك. On the contrary، على العكس تماما من كلامك. So what you are requested to do, I think after we have learned how to express our opinions and how to agree and disagree with others, so it's easy for us to have a discussion